All right, good morning and welcome to a brand new edition of Corporate Governance Platform brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. I am Funmi Omoburiu. Today we want to look at importance of external audit function in corporate governance. Importance of external audit function in corporate governance. And our guest this morning is Mr. Michael FAKAYODE, ACIS. He's immediate past PRO of the Oyo State chapter of ICSAN. Is also ISO certified. All right. Good morning, Mr. FAKAYODE.
Good morning, madam.
All right.
Family.
Fine. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning. All right. With me in the studio is Mr. Kayode Ketefe, FCIS. He's head of research, ICSAN. Good morning, Mr. Ketefe.
Good morning, Funmi. Good morning to you, our guest, Mr. Michael FAKAYODE, ACIS.
Good morning, sir.
All our listeners, good morning to you all.
All right, we're going to take this message and we'll be right back.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs ICSAN.
ICSAN. What is ICSAN?
ICSAN is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of ICSAN at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
All right. As I said earlier, we're looking at the importance of external audit function in corporate governance. All right, Mr. FAKAYODE, let's begin this way. Who are external auditors?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, please. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is it better?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, great. I said, who are external auditors?
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Funmi. Quite a long time. External auditors are the independent third party or a body or a team of professionals, and they perform the statutory audits of the organization's financial statement of the companies.
Okay, and then
that is a simple and straightforward explanation of the definition of external audit.
okay, so let's expatiate on their roles and functions.
Okay, they have a lot of roles, but let me just capture some critical ones. Number one is that they inspect financial statements of companies in order to catch errors, to catch misstatement, and even fraud. Another one is that they perform audits on systems. They perform audits on operations and even accounts of industries. And finally, because of our time, they report audit findings and they recommend improvement or solutions. Thank you.
Okay, so let's examine the link between external audit functions and risk management.
Okay, audit serves the purpose of assurance of risk management The audit serves as the assurance arm of a risk management. It serves as a rail guard for organization to do what they plan to do to manage risk. This function of the auditors, it maintains independence to be objective in review and analysis of risk. Thank you so much.
Now, how do external auditors ensure the integrity of the financial statement?
Okay, thank you, madam. External auditors carry out this function by investigating the company's control system, the accounting system, as well as the business or financial transactions, in order to verify that what is presented in financial statement corresponds with the actual structures in place in that organization.
All right. There is what is called a true and fair view of the financial statement. So what does this mean? And let's also look at its relevance in corporate governance parlance.
The phrase true and fair means that the financial statements are free from material misstatements and faithfully represented the financial performance and position of entity. It also means that there's no personal prejudice or bias involved in the process. It also means that financial statements are truly prepared and fairly presented in accordance with the prescribed accounting standards.
Okay. The code, that's the Code on Corporate Governance, provides that the recommendation for the appointment, reappointment, or removal of an external auditor should be made by the committee responsible for audit to the board. Now, why is this provision important in the governance context?
Thank you. The audit committee's primary responsibility is to recommend the appointment, the reappointment, and the removal of external auditor. And so they need to ensure that there's quality delivery and professionalism to put the organization in the standard form.
All right. Let's also look at the rationale behind the code recommendation that external audit firms may be retained for no longer than 10 years continuously. Now, external audit firms disengaged after 10 years continuous service may not be considered for reappointment until 7 years after their disengagement. Let's look at the rationale behind the provisions or recommendations of the code in this aspect.
You know, the main purpose of business is to is for sustainability, and that's why there's need for sustainability and continuous improvement in the system, and that's one of the reasons why this code is being brought on stage to sustain the business, for continuous improvement, for professionalism, and the rest of them.
Why are measures like the restriction on the provision of non-audit services and rotation of the audit firms, why are they provided for in the code? Why are they necessary, the provision of such? Why are they necessary in the code?
The reason is that is to preserve independence of the audit firms, body or team, is to prevent abuse of its office, fraudulent practices, and even unethical practice that is common in some organizations.
All right. So what advice do you have for corporate entities on the importance of having quality external audit service?
Thank you so much, madam. Any engagement of quality external auditor is critical to ensure quality of outcomes. Therefore, organizations will employ service of auditor firms or teams that possess the knowledge, the relevant skills, and even the experience. Then you can go ahead to which we can employ those ones that demonstrate good understanding of the business. They can go ahead to employ independent firms, audit firms that are independent of the company, and approach work with high level of objectivity and professionalism. And above all, they must be able to employ firms that can apply international audit standards in their work. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael FAKAYODE, ACIS, immediate past PRO of the Oyo State chapter of ICSAN. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Ketefe, let's take some announcements.
Thank you very much for me. The announcement we have for our listener today is on 2023 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum, which is holding on April 14th, 2023. This is to inform charter secretaries, registrars, and other governance professionals, as well as interested members of the public, that the Institute of Charter Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN, in collaboration with the Institute of Capital Market Registrars, ICMR, are set to hold the 2023 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum on Friday, April 14th, 2023. The theme of this program is Sustainability and Global Governance Workplace, the role of corporate secretaries, registrars, and issuers. Sustainability and Global Governance Workplace, the role of corporate secretaries, registrars, and issuers. This event will be held by hybrid method, which means participants can participate either physically or by virtual method. The venue for physical participation is Civic Center, Ozubahumbadiwe Road, Victoria Highland, Lagos. The Company Secretaries and Registrar Forum is organized annually to provide solutions to pertinent issues in the operation of company secretaries, registrars, and issuers. The two institutes, that is ICSAN and ICMR, are jointly organizing this forum to ensure all relevant stakeholders are part of this initiative to move the sector to greater height. As part of the benefits of this program, participants will be exposed to issues on sustainability and the global governance workplace, while the role the corporate secretaries, registrars, and issuers can play to advance the profession and the nation economy at large will be highlighted. The schedule of participation fee is as follows. For fellows of both institutes, the fee for virtual participation is 25,000 naira, while that of physical participation is 40,000 naira. For associates of both institutes, the fee for virtual participation is 25,000 naira, while that of physical participation is 35,000 naira. For graduate of both institutes, the virtual participation fee is 25,000 naira, physical participation 35,000 naira. For students of both institutes, the fee for virtual participation is 20,000 naira, while that of physical participation is 25,000 naira. For non-members of both institutes, those who are not members of ICSAN nor members of ICMR, the fee for virtual participation is 25,000 naira, while that of physical participation is 50,000 naira. This event attracts 5 credit points for ICSAN members and ICMR members. The forum promises to be an interactive one that is facilitated by seasoned technocrats and expected to be a value-adding program. For more information on this 2023 ICSAN ICMR Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum, please call Florence on 080 32 369 300 For more information on this 2023 ICSAN ICMR Company Secretaries and Register Forum, please call Florence on 080 32 36 9300. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kaide Ketefe, FCIS, Head of Research, ICSAN. And that's a bit this morning on Corporate Governance Platform, brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. We'll return again next week, Wednesday, in a fresh episode of Corporate Governance Platform at 10:15 a.m. I am Funmi Omoburiu. Enjoy the rest of the day.